Uh, Today we will talk about an example of chapter 9. So let's start with making a new project. This project will be about employees. So we'll have two types of employee. Let me call it employee test 111, something like this. So this will create a project, and this project is called employee test 111. In this project currently we have one main class. This is the main class. As we said, we want to, in this chapter we want to show the inheritance relationship. So let us just make a class called commission employee. This is a type of employees where they take commission as income in the company. They don't have salary, but they have commission of the sales that they did. So this is like the class commission. So currently there is no superclass for this class. If you want to make a superclass for this class, you need to write extends and name another class, okay? But for this class, currently we don't have in mind a superclass. So what Java do? Java will make by default the superclass of this class to be the object class. Or I can make it explicitly. So both work. I can write extend object, or without writing it, Java will automatically write it. Let's keep it for the moment. So the superclass of this class is the class object. So every class consists of instance variable. Let's say we want to make private string first name, okay, private string last name, and we also want to do the ID private, the ID can be also string usually, like it's a number, but it's better to deal with it as a string, not number. We also have like the sales, private double sales, and the commission, private double commission. And then this is the first part, which is the instance variable. We have 5 instance variable of type private. As we said, it's usually the instance variable of type private. Then we can make constructor. How to make constructor? We write public, and then we write the name of the class, commission employee, okay, and then this constructor, you can make no argument constructor for sure, but we want constructor that takes these 5 values. So we have to define it takes string first name, string last name, and string ID, and then double sales and double commission, okay. I'm not sure if commission is double M or single M. I will check that later. Commission, I would say double M, but I'm not sure actually. Yeah, it should be the same like file name. So let me keep it 1M, and then you can check it if it's 1M or. So for this example, let's keep it 1M. Okay. Let me check it actually. Yes, it's double M, so let's correct that. Here I can rename the file. Where is rename? Maybe with single click. Yes. Commission. Sorry for that. And then, so now I change refactor. I change the name, so I should change here, and everything with double M now. Okay, so I make a constructor. In this constructor, usually you give initial value for instance variable, and because we have the same names, so we have to write this dot first name equal first name, this dot last name equal last name, this dot id equal id. I can also use other names, but this is the standard way, is to use the obvious names. This sales equal sales. This dot commission with double M. This is sales. Commission. Okay. So this is the constructor. Usually, like you can also do check if the, let's say, the sales should be greater than 0. You can also check if commission is between 0 and 1. But let's ignore this part for the moment because we want to show the inheritance part. And here you want to add like set and get. Actually, some IDEs helps you to do setter and getter or constructor. So let's do getter and setters. So I want to do setter or getter for all these instance variable. We have 5, so we can generate. So it helps me for this. So I have get first name, set first name, get last name, set last name, get ID, set ID. So the set ID take ID, and this dot ID is it. Get sales, return sales, set sales, get commission. It's nice, or so now the ID helped me with the writing set and get. So we have now the instance variable, the constructor, set and get. I also want to make a method called earning that compute the earning, return the earning. So public, it's return double earning. It take actually nothing, and it return how much this employee should take. He should take commission multiplied by the sales he did. Okay, we also want to make toString. Public, it is string to string, and it should return some string about the employee. So return, I can make string format these things, but let me simplify things. I want to return the first name plus empty space plus last name. So what is, maybe plus, I make backslash n. So I print first name space last name and then a new line. Not print, I will return this string. After this I want to print, maybe here I print also like name. So the name is this, and then here I make plus. So you can use string.format, maybe it's more convenient for you, but I want to use something else here. Plus I want to make, what's the name, the sales, for example, how much he did sales, and then sales plus, let's say, commission with double M, and then commission. So this will print the name, the sales, the commission of the employee. Okay, not print, return a string. And in the main, if we get the string, we can print it, right? So this is like a normal class, nothing new actually till now. So this is a class employee. It has instance variable, constructor, and some set get methods and earning. Let me go to the main class. I want to create employee actually. Commission employee. Let me call it E1, employee 1 equal new. Now I can call the constructor commission employee, and then I give the value. The first now is Fidaa, and last name is Abed. ID is, let's say 1111. Sale is 10,000, and let's say I think the sales was before commission or commission before sales. Let us check. So the sales and then the commission last part. So the last commission, let's say I take 20% of the sales. So if I make sales of 10,000, I will get 2,000 normally. Okay, I make 10,000 sales and I'm getting 20% of this sales what I did. So this is the employee. If you want to print information about this employee, just write E1. So let me print this information about the employee. So I'm running now this, let me make the output down. Yes. So as you see, we forget to make \n. So we can make it here actually, \n. Let me run it again. So now we print the information of this employee. The name is Fidaa Abed, sales is 10,000, commission is 0.2. So we are print. Why this is printing? Because when we print E1, Java automatically will call the toString method in that object, toString. So again, it's the same thing. So whether you write it or you don't write it, it's the same. Okay. So something I want to mention now, something new. So before we said if we delete this method, let me delete it by commenting. What will happen actually? This class does not have toString. But when we print some information about this object, like the address or something. Same thing when we say toString. Actually, when we make E1 dot, we say there are some methods like toString, but we didn't write toString there. So actually, this string is inherited from the father or the superclass of this class. Who is the superclass? It's class object. So class object has around 11 methods. One of them is toString. If we didn't write our toString, so we will get the method from the father, and the method from the father is doing this, returning this to us. But usually we don't want this. We want useful information in the toString. So that's why we decide to override. Override means you are getting some method from the superclass, but you don't like it and you want to change it. In this case, you do this toString. And actually, when you do override, it's highly recommended that you write at override. Something like this. I think O is capital. So this means you still, this is optional, as you saw before. We didn't do it, it works. But what's the benefit of this override? You tell Java that you want to do override, and then if you make mistakes, let's say you make toString with small s, so Java will notice, look, this is a new method called toString. Normally Java accepts this method, but it will tell you, look, this is not override, because no method from the father is called toString with small s. So this, when you write at override, you are sure that Java will check if you are writing correct thing or not. Because if you don't have this, and by mistake you make small s, then you think you did override, but you didn't do override. Let's print here toString again. So if you write toString, it's calling the father toString, because the son toString is not the same method, it's something else. And even you didn't do this, Java will automatically call the toString with capital S method, which is in the father. So when we write this again, so that's why when you make override, you are safe, and you know that you make mistakes here, so you correct your mistakes. And now you make override for the method toString, and whenever you print, you get the right things. Okay, nice. So this was about the class employee test, the main class, and this is the class, the employee, commission employee. Now imagine I have another type of employee. It's called it's called salary plus commission employee. So I will make a third. In the company we have a different type of employees. They take salary plus commission employee. Salary it's double L or one L. I think it's double L. Salary. Let me check again before making a stupid mistake. Again. Salary. No, it's with one L. Okay, salary plus commission employee. Okay, so let me do this class ignoring the inheritance part. Okay, so what we have in this part, actually we have many common things from the other. So this is another type of employees. They take salary and also they take commission from the sales. So more or less this kind of employee, they have first name, last name, they have ID, they have sales, they have commission, and also they have salary. So actually, like, let me copy this code, because more or less the code is just the same. We need to modify a bit. So here we will have first name, last name, ID, sales, commission, but also we want to add salary. The salary is double, so double salary. And first, the constructor should have the same name as the class name. So let me copy this class name. Second, now I want to add the salary here. So double salary, and I will make this dot salary equal salary. This dot salary equal salary. Now I want to get and set for the salary. So I can, let me use the same trick and ask the IDE to make for me setter and getter only for the salary, because the other is already done for me. Okay, the earning now is not like this, it's like salary plus commission multiplied. I don't need to make brackets, but just for readability I make brackets. So it's this employees, they take salary and they take commission plus toString. Now I also want to print the salary of this guy, so I make a plus backslash in salary and salary. Okay, so this is I'm doing now. So as you say, like 90% of the class was just copy paste. I just modify minor things. I add here salary, constructor was mainly the same. I just added the salary. I added this one. Set and get methods are the same. I just add get salary, set salary. Earning, I just add a little bit here. toString, I just added one line. So it's same like the same class. 90% is the same. Let me make an object from this. Salary is capital plus commission employee E2 equal new. Let me copy this name again, and then now I have to give not 5 values, 6 values. Ahmad, Mahmoud, 2, and let's say now this guy is taking again, he making 10,000 sales, he is taking like 0.15, 15% commission, but he takes salary like he's taking like, I don't know how much salary, 1,000 real salary. Okay, so this is another type of employee. He's not happy. Salary plus commission employee, salary plus commission employee. What's wrong with this name? I make mistake, stupid mistake. Salary. Okay, let me correct that mistake. Salary is written in a wrong way. I try to be careful, but it's not useful. Salary. Okay, so he corrected everything, I think. When I make refactor, this IDE helped me to change the name and the constructor and everything. Thank you, IDE. Okay, let me print this system.out.println. I want to print E2. So E2, he will call the toString method. This actually is toString, and he's overriding the toString. Who's the father of this class? The class object, right? Even we didn't extend object, but we know this is the father by default, and he getting toString and he's modifying it. So now whenever I run the program, I will print the first employee Fidaa, second employee Ahmed Muhammad. Now he has salary. Okay, in addition to the other things, he has salary. Okay, cool. But now one thing that we don't like about this program is that there is copy paste between these two types of employees, and normally this is not a good thing in programming, because imagine you have 10 types of employee and you copy paste all the code 10, and then suddenly said, oh, I make mistakes, I should add the middle name. So in this case you need to change the 10 classes and add middle name. So Or if you make mistakes in this code, what we copied, you need to correct this code 10 times. And this is good. Usually it's not good. So inheritance will let me avoid this copy paste. So let us do the same program but using the inheritance. So there is a relation between salary plus commission employee and commission employee. Every salary plus commission employee is a commission employee, right? So actually I can make this class subclass of the commission employee class. How to make this? To write extend commission employee, and this is now the superclass, this is the subclass, and we are now trying to avoid this copy paste thing. So how to avoid this? Now this class is inherit everything public from the superclass. So actually now I don't need this. These are not inherited, these instance variable, but still I don't need them. I just add the new things. The salary is new here. For the constructor now, I have problem. I don't have access to the first name, last name, because it's in the superclass, not here. So to avoid this salary, I can give the value, but the other things, it's not mine. So to avoid this or to do this, you call the superclass constructor. So you call super and you give the super these values: first name, last name, ID, sales. So the superclass will initialize this variable for you because you don't have this variable. The superclass has this variable. And usually in the constructor of the subclass, the first line should be calling the superclass constructor. If you did this in the second line, I think you get error. You should call the superclass in the first line of the subclass constructor. And if you didn't do this, Java will do it for you. But Java will do something like this. Java will call the superclass, but the father has no argument constructor, so it will not work. So it's better for you to call it with these values, okay? Now yeah, so this is the first thing, is the constructor. We modify it. Now do I need set and get first name? No, because this is they are public methods, so I get them by default. I inherit them from the father. Set commission, I just need get salary and set salary, right? These are new methods for me, and I'm responsible for salary, so I can do them. So the earning, do I need the earning? Yes, I need the earning still. But the problem, I don't have access to the commission and sales. They are private in the father. Yeah. Also the toString, I want it, but I want to change it and add this salary. But I don't have access to this first name, last name. They are private in the father, and I'm getting error. So if you run this now, you will get error. We get many errors in the second because first name has private access, blah 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 blah. So how to correct this? There is one way to correct this, is to make them as protected. So protected means the subclass protected. Protected means that the subclass can access this variable now. So if you go here, we don't have this error anymore, and we can run it and the life is good. But it's not recommended to have it protected, because protected means other classes from the same package, package. So when you create projects, so Java will make it in the same package. So all these three classes are from the same package. So this main class, for example, can do stupid things. He can, after this, he say e1 dot sales equal minus 100. This is very dangerous, right? Because it's stupid. So it's acceptable, right? But this is very dangerous and make a lot of mistakes, and we should not allow other classes to access this private variable. So that's why. So actually, if sales was private, where is sales? Here. Let me make sales private. The main class cannot do this. Yeah, cannot, because sales is private. You cannot change it directly. If you want to change it, just use set sales. And in set sales, I check normally the minus. I didn't check, but you can check. Yeah. So that's why protected is not a good solution. We should keep them all private to avoid such things for security reason. So, how to solve this problem now? I want to access commission and say there are many solutions here. First, you can access it using get commission, right? Method. So get commission will return commission for you. Get sales will return. This is one solution. So I don't have this method here, but I inherited from the father. It's a public method. Another solution is that who is returning commission multiplied the sale? This is the earning of the superclass. So you can write super.earning. This is also possible, because the earning of the father is returning the commission multiplied by the sales. I can just use that as well. So here I'm using the earning of the father, and actually this method is now override, right? Override of the father method, because the father has earning, but I don't like it and I don't hate it completely. So I use the father method with small modification, and I override the method from the father and I create my own method. Same thing like string. So again, here you can just write get first name method and do this for everything, but you can also do something like return. You call super dot toString, the toString of the father, plus you add the salary to it. Yeah, you can also do that. So if you notice now, this class is very short class. Previously it was very long, maybe 100 lines of code. Now it's less than half. Yeah, and we don't have copy paste. It's more organized, more nice thing. So now if you run it, still work and it's efficient. So now if you want to add middle name, for example, you just add middle name here without any change here, because this guy will automatically get the middle name from the father and so on. Yeah, set and get middle name. So you just need to modify minimal things like in the constructor. That's it. And maybe toString is already modified by the father, so you don't need actually to modify a lot of things if you find a mistake or you want to add new things. So this design is good. This is inheritance, and you should use inheritance whenever you find similarity between classes. So I hope it's clear now, and see you in the next chapter, inshallah.